What's good, everybody? It's your brother, Man Black, the brother who told you not to mess with that hood rat, but you did anyway. And now she's showing up to dinner with 18 of her friends, and I'm black up in your face again with some more pro-black commentary. So there's a viral video that's been going around, and it's of a young man and a young lady arguing outside of a restaurant. And the argument is basically about that the young man offered to take the young lady out for her birthday, and he wanted her to come out with him, and they were going to celebrate her birthday. But she showed up to the restaurant with 18 of her friends, and now they're arguing because the young man does not want to pay for all of their meals. He decided that, I invited you to come out here for your birthday and have some dinner with me and celebrate, but I'm not paying for you and everybody else, the whole neighborhood, basically coming to dinner. And the young lady's very mad at him and she's yelling at him. The other girls are yelling at him. And he's, kind of going back and forth with her. I think whoever's recording, I think it's one of his friends, are kind of going back and forth with both her and the other girls, and just a big mess, right? And I've seen this video popping up on other people's social media, and I kind of wanted to give my opinion on it. First and foremost, young men, do not let yourself be found in these types of situations, okay? This is why it's very important to vet the person that you're taking out on a date or want to have a date with, all right? Just because she's got on lip gloss, her hair is nice, she smells good, and has a big old booty, does not mean that you need to be taking her anywhere, okay? You need to have some discernment and think about what type of woman you want to be with and what type of woman you want to even spend time with and spend money on, okay? I remember very vividly my wife's first birthday when we were just dating, how we celebrated. I bought her a custom made teddy bear for her birthday. And I think we went out to lunch that day. And, we kind of hung out for most of the day. She spent the night. We didn't do anything for those with the dirty minds out there, but she spent the night at my place. And then we got up the next day, watched the movie, and that she went home. Okay. That was it. That was the first date of her birthday. Now, I guess what made it special is that's the first time I also told her that I loved her. So that's what made that birthday and that day so special. But, there was not an abundance of overspending and going crazy with the bank account and everything. I spent some money on that custom made bear, and I think I bought some edible arrangements or something like that. Obviously, I bought dinner and I made breakfast the next day, but that was about it. Okay, so it wasn't like I was breaking the bank with the birthday celebration. But my wife is also someone who is very appreciative. She is someone who's always been very gracious, and she's one of the women out there that actually does mean it when she says it's the thought that counts. So if you put a lot of thought and energy into finding something that she really likes, she'll go crazy over that. Okay, she'll melt over that. If you tell her or find something that she is really into that is hard to find, she'll be she'll love that. Okay, so she's one of those types of people. Like the thought means more than just the gift. The fact that you cared enough and listened enough to find something that she really liked or something that she really wanted, and you paid attention to that, that means more to her than anything. So in that case, my wife is rare. I know there's a lot of people out there, both men and women, who are very callous, who are very selfish, who are basically just narcissists running around here, who everything is all about them, and they have no thought or compassion for anybody else. Everything is about them. They think life is just one big party. They act like life is one big birthday party, and everyone is supposed to cater to them 24/7, basically acting like adult children. They act like, when you were a toddler, or, when you were a child and it was your birthday, and your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles would come over and everyone was catering and singing to you. That's how a lot of these grown people act about their birthday and just about life in general. They think everything is supposed to go for them, everything is catering to them. And To do something like that to where your boyfriend or whoever asks you out for your birthday and he wants to spoil you and do something nice for you, and then you bring 18 other people there to get a free meal, that's very callous and that's disgusting. And I don't believe any young man should allow himself to be taken advantage of like that. This young man was right to say, I'm not paying for everybody. I would have went further with it if I was put in that situation. First of all, I wouldn't find myself in that situation because I know what type of woman I like. But if somehow that happened, I know that this woman's not the right one for me. I would pull her to the side and say, what are you doing? I invited you out for your birthday, not everybody in the neighborhood, not the whole hood. Who in the hell has 18 friends anyway? You brought a whole club of people here for dinner and then expect me to pay for them? No, man, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it at all. And no amount of shaming language, calling me broke, calling me selfish, or trying to gaslight me or reverse things on me. That doesn't work on me. Because if you even try to do stuff like that, you just proved how dumb you are. Because you think there's something wrong with me, like there's something wrong with my brain when you try to do stuff like that. All you do to me when you do stuff like that is prove how evil and how callous you are with that type of language. Okay, it shows me how conniving and manipulative you try to be when you do stuff like that, and I have no feelings for you after that when people do stuff like that. So I would pull it to the side, tell her I'm not going to pay for it. If you want to have a party here with your friends, go right ahead. I'll see you later. I'm out. Okay, I will leave her and her friends right then and there. And however they can pay for the meal, they'll have to figure out how to do it for themselves. Okay, you go back there and wash dishes. You go play tiddlywinks with the maitre d' or something like that, or the manager. You figure out how you're going to pay for this meal. I'm not having any parts of it. As a matter of fact, lose my number. Don't call me. Don't come over anymore. You and your friends hang out because that's obviously what you want anyway, right? You want to hang out with your buddies, your girls, your gal pals, have girl trips, and go out and eat with no men anywhere in sight. Go right at it and have at it. Go do that. Okay, I'm not paying for 18 people. I'm sure it probably was an expensive restaurant. I didn't see what restaurant it was, but I don't give a damn. I wouldn't pay for 18 people at McDonald's unless I'm taking out my daughter's uh, soccer team or her dance class or something like that, or her Girl Scout troop. I might do it for some little kids, but I'm not doing that for 18 grown adult people. To hell with that. Okay? They can figure it out on their own. I'm not paying for that. I'm not putting my wallet and my financials in jeopardy for a bunch of ignorant hood rats, because that's what a lot of those girls were. And the fact that you have a lot of young women with this mentality where there's this whole new thing where, oh, I can bring my friends to dinner and you got to pay for me and all my friends. A real man will pay for me and all my friends. No, ma'am. Like I said, you're not going to gaslight me with that stuff. All you do with me when you say stuff like that is prove how conniving and how underhanded and how manipulative you think you are. You think you're smart and you're getting over when doing that. And I will say this too, to some of these males out here who simp and will go through changes with women like this. You enable these types of women. You gas their heads up saying, yeah, girl, bring your friends. I'll pay for them. Simp ass Negroes like that are the ones who cause a lot of problems as well. You guys need to go get a life and figure yourselves out and stop being used all the damn time. Bunch of losers, in my opinion, for guys who do that. And I don't care, like I said, whatever names the woman calls me, toxic, selfish, whatever, because I don't want to bow down and kiss her behind and give out my free time and money to her and her friends. Go right ahead and do that. Doesn't hurt me at all. That little name doesn't hurt me at all. I'll just move on and live my own life. Okay? A good idea, a good thing, a good way to react to women like this. Don't give them your energy. Don't even argue with them, because I thought the guy was dumb in the video for even sitting there arguing with her after the fact. I'm not arguing over nonsense. I'm not giving my energy and my time to nonsense. If you want to do that, go right ahead. I'm out. Or I'll go have dinner somewhere else by myself. I have no problem eating by myself. See, I've always been a young man, even when I was, in my 20s, and now when I'm older. I'm not afraid to go to that nuclear option. Okay? You can't manipulate me. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Okay? So don't try to manipulate me with nonsense. I'm not afraid to go there. I'm not afraid to just leave you somewhere and you find your own ride home. I'm not afraid to hang up the phone on you if you're acting crazy on the phone. I've never been afraid to tell you that you are acting crazy when you are, and I'm not afraid to just get up and leave if you act a fool. I'm not sitting there arguing, going back and forth with you over nonsense. Okay, you're not going to do that to me. Have some respect about yourself, and I want you to sit there and sit in your loneliness and have some thoughts on your own. And then you come back and decide when you're ready to act like a civilized person, then you can come back and talk to me about something. If you're not ready to use logic or have some heart or some compassion or some understanding, I'm not wasting my time talking to you. Okay? And this is how men need to be. This is something you probably not even want to hear from some of your manosphere gurus out there, because they're so mixed up in the head their damn selves. They allow themselves to be used anyway. A lot of those guys are sick in the head and super simps anyway. So they'll get online and talk mess about this girl in this video because she's black, but guaranteed you go to their place or their house, they're getting simped out and getting used by some white girl though. It's okay to be a simp in the manosphere as long as it's a white female. But if it's a black girl saying anything outrageous or whatever, then they tell you don't go for it. But as long as it's a white girl, it's okay. Okay, so don't listen to those assholes either. Anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I very much like to hear it. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on these devils' back.